Blizzard response. China earmarks approximately $20 million to tackle travel disruptions resulting from a widespread blizzard. Surging consumption. The Ministry of Commerce says that New Year shopping spree is significantly bolstering economic growth in China. And advancing AI ethics, China pledges its commitment to participate in global initiatives aimed at fostering ethical standards and governance in AI. Those pledges were made at a UNESCO-backed international forum in Slovenia. Good evening from Beijing, and this is Global Business here on CGTN. I'm Lulu Lu. The Chinese government has allocated 141 million yuan, approximately $20 million, in disaster relief funds to address travel disruptions caused by a blizzard in 11 provinces and cities. Sleet, snowfall, and freezing weather led to snow accumulation of 10 to 15 centimeters on roads, posing significant challenges to China's Spring Festival travel rush. To address the emergency, the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Transport are implementing effective measures, including easing traffic flow and melting snow and ice on sharp turns, steep slopes, shaded areas, bridges, and tunnels to ensure road safety. Local authorities in Hubei province have implemented traffic controls on expressways following severe weather conditions. The Highway Administration has mobilized task forces to clear roads and restore normal traffic flow. Zhou Yixing provides further details.
Due to the challenging weather conditions, hours-long traffic jams have hit expressways in Hubei, bringing disorder to travel amid the busy Spring Festival season.
现在堵了已经好几个小时了，
连连续续堵的，合起来有2个小时左右。我嫁到湖北已经有10年了，这么大的雪是第一次遇到。
Employees have deployed snowplows and vehicles to help spray a melting agent to clear snow and ice on the expressways, also dispatching emergency vehicles.
我们高速路政部门在日常的巡查过
We
程
use
中，
mechanical equipment as the main method and manual work as a supplement to carry out our snow and ice removal operations. The snow plow is used to remove ice and snow in the front, and other mechanical equipment is used to spread a snow melting agent at the back. For safety reasons, police cars responsible for highway traffic are clearing the way for the mechanical equipment up front.
The freezing temperatures and heavy snowfall pose a challenge to road maintenance work.
I'm on an expressway now, and I want to show you the snow accumulated here. These snows are pushed to the side of the roads by snowplows, and we can see that how hard the ice is under the snow. The weather is really freezing.
The Hubei Transportation Department is directing some vehicles to leave the expressway free of charge, while also introducing entry controls for congested road sections. Zhou Yixing, CGTN, Wuhan, Hubei Province.
Well, Chinese authorities say that measures and policies are in place for another year of consumption promotion. Now, this is, as China's Ministry of Commerce said on Tuesday, that the Chinese New Year shopping season was already making a positive contribution to economic growth. Sun Ye has more.
The Chinese New Year shopping season is giving the 2024 year of consumption promotion a strong start. China's Ministry of Commerce said Tuesday that the Spring Festival shopping season is already in full swing, with demand peaking both online and offline. Sheng Qiuping, Vice Minister of Commerce, says a 20% jump in retail sales has been recorded in its monitoring for the latter half of January.
以消费促进年为主线，继续组织系列消费。
We will continue with a series of consumption promotion activities and introduce targeted policy measures to stimulate consumption. For one, we will stabilize and expand traditional areas of consumption, including boosting consumption of new energy vehicles, home appliances, and other areas. On the other hand, we will cultivate and grow new types of consumption, vigorously cater to consumption needs and trends that are digital, green, health-oriented, cultivate growth points such as smart homes, and trend in national branded products. At the same time, we will continue to support the growth of international consumption center cities and county-level commercial systems. We will continue to boost consumption as it turns from post-epidemic recovery to sustained expansion and make a positive contribution to the economy.
China's Commerce Ministry also said the year 2023 had seen the country's overall consumption recover, with total sales of consumer goods reaching over 47 trillion yuan, accounting for over 80% of economic growth in the last year. They also cited a strong growth in the catering industry, with revenue exceeding 5 trillion yuan for the first time last year, with a growth rate of over 20%. Sun Ye, CGTN, Beijing.
China's pet economy is benefiting from an upturn in demand in the lead up to the Chinese New Year. Valued at over 270 billion yuan, pet care suppliers, shelters and pet sitters were all seeing a surge as the nation's city workers return to their hometowns for the holiday. CGTN's Lei Shuran has more.
More and more people in China are looking to pets for companionship. And so there's a booming market in services to ensure their furry friends have every possible comfort. Preparing fresh water and food, doing the cleaning, interacting with them, these are what pet sitters like Gu Jun do every day. During this holiday season, he'll make more than 10 home visits a day. Many clients also send detailed instructions on just how their pet should be pampered.
I have been doing the job since 2015. At that time, I only received 4 to 5 orders a day. But later we see growing devotion of pet owners to their furry friends. They are more concerned about their pets' comfort. So I have more clients, nearly 100 now.
The growing demand for pet sitters during the holidays is mainly from pet owners, like this young couple, who plan trips or return to their hometowns to be with family.
We young pet owners have more demand for the services. We don't have other family members here, so we need sitters to take care of our puppies during the holiday.
The costs are based on the number of pets and how long it will take. We have ordered a 5-day pet sitting service, starting from February 10th.
To deal with the growing demand, many pet care service providers are hiring more part-time sitters and even offering them special training.
We verified pet sitters to pet owners. So we kind of had to, teach the people that were coming to our platform, yes, you can love pets, but what is your experience with pets? And then if they didn't have experience, we offer people to come to our adoption events or volunteer with us to gain that experience. So we really go in depth with the interview process, making sure they have the experience on taking care of the animals.
And where the market goes, the money follows. Many clever businesses are offering more holiday-related for pets-only food as well. And a long line of special treats are expected to hit the shelves in pet stores.
More people now consider their pets to be family members. They become more willing to celebrate the holidays with the little ones. So we launched this gift box for this spring festival, and is getting good feedback.
It's not just food. Niche pet toys and other supplies like holiday-related clothes are also available. According to researcher Roland Berger, the number of pet owners in the country has already exceeded 100 million, with over 70% of them born in the 1980s and 90s. And they are very willing to spend the money to keep their furry friends happy, especially on the holidays. Lei Shuran, ICS for CGTN, Shanghai.
Well, there has been a surging demand for Spring Festival products for pets and services like kennels and home feeding. The online retailer Tmall says that searches for pet Spring Festival outfits were up 87% in the days leading up to the holiday. Sales for pet festival dinners are up 120%, and pet-themed couplets are up almost 500%. Pet boarding prices have increased by about 30%, averaging at around 150 yuan per day. And those prices vary based on the pet's size and services included. And now for a more luxurious experience, pet resorts offer entertainment and training with VIP rooms costing about 400 yuan per day. And many pet owners prefer home feeding services while they are away, and this can cost between 20 and 50 yuan a day and include feeding, clearing waste, and giving companionship. A recent industry report says China's pet dog population grew by 51.75 million last year. That is up more than 1% from year 2022, while pet cats increased more sharply, reaching 69.8 million. That is a 6.8% rise from a year ago. And more than 87 million households are expected to have dogs and cats this year. You're watching Global Business. Still to come on the program. Sustainable evolution. We visit a green technology company in Foshan, China, to understand more about its groundbreaking disposable paper product innovation.
The Chinese New Year is about heartwarming homecomings. Dive into vibrant celebrations and traditions coming to life. Discover the allure of Long-inspired art. Savor festive flavors of reunion. Seeing blockbusters become part of cherished memories. The thrill of winter sports offer a unique festive gateway. This Chinese New Year, get to know new spending trends with our special series, Spending Smart, the Chinese New Year Boom, only on CGTN.
Global manufacturing activity edged up in January, according to fresh data released by China Federation of Logistics and Purchasing. The Global Purchasing Managers Index, or PMI, rose by 1.3 to 49.3. And this is the highest reading since March 2023, though it remains under the 50-point mark that separates growth and contraction. The Federation says the sector's stronger recovery helps to lift expectations for the global economy. It also identified eased inflation and rising expectations for rate cuts as positive factors that would contribute to the global economy, while warning that geopolitical conflicts would remain a threat. Under China's target of achieving carbon neutrality by 2060, a variety of new environmentally friendly technologies have surfaced. One such innovation comes from Guangdong Guanhao High-Tech, a state-owned company based in Foshan, which has created an alternative to traditional disposable paper products aimed at reducing plastic waste. Our reporter Zhu Zhu has more.
Have you ever imagined making Chinese hot pot using a paper bowl?
Our materials are resistant to high temperatures, water, and oil. If you're out in the wild, you can create delicious food with just a paper bowl. In recent years, our investment in eco-friendly materials has grown exponentially.
This revolutionary technology is the brainchild of Guangdong Guanhao High-Tech, a state-owned company in Foshan, Guangdong Province. This PE-free paper can also be used for making cups. Traditionally, most paper cups contained PE plastic coating. However, with their technological breakthrough, these cups are now 100% recyclable and biodegradable. Compared with those traditional ones, every paper cup can eliminate 1.2 grams of PE plastic.
Its main material is 100% natural wood fibers, and we have developed this water-based barrier coating. After combining paper and this coating, it can be both waterproof and oil-resistant. We've spent 4 years for this innovation.
These technologies meet the highest international standards and have passed compostable testing in the European Union and the United States. The Guangdong government has been putting efforts to achieve carbon neutrality. It aims to reach over 32% of non-fossil fuel energy consumption of its total consumption by next year. That is 12 percentage points higher than China's national goal. Zhu Zhu, CGTN, Foshan in Guangdong Province.
The practice of adorning floral headwear, referred to as Zanhuawei, by the women of Xunpu village in Quanzhou, Fujian province, has developed into the Zanhua economy, while this intertwining of economic and cultural elements has deeply influenced that village.
Even in the winter, Xunpu village is vibrant. Visitors can be seen strolling through the oyster share houses, dressed in unique attire and adorned with floral headgear.
I have always been interested in Zanhuawei, and now I'm here to experience the culture.
I often browse Zanhuawei photos online, and Zhao Ling's picture really left a lasting impression on me.
At the beginning of 2023, a series of photos featuring a Chinese celebrity wearing Zanhuawei went viral on the internet, bringing attention and online traffic to Xunpu village. By 2023, topics related to Xunpu ladies were discussed over 1.4 billion times on China's social media platform TikTok. This surge in popularity led to an influx of enthusiastic travelers to the small fishing village. During the New Year holiday, Xunpu received a total of 140,000 domestic tourists, a 1,000% increase compared to a previous year. Despite its small size of only 3.8 square kilometers, Xunpu has become a popular destination for young tourists seeking picturesque spots.
Folk customs are the most important feature of Xunpu village. At the nearby sea market, you can always see Xunpu ladies wearing beautiful floral headgear, selling their goods and engaging in small talk. It's a delightful scene that leaves a lasting impression. Zanhuawei has become a viral sensation. The local government and Xunpu culture promoters have been working together to showcase the authentic Xunpu culture to the world.
Since Zanhuawei went viral, the lives of the villagers have been transformed. The fisherwomen, who used to make a living by selling seafood, have now taken a new career as Zanhua dressers. One representative is Huang Fen, a 55-year-old local fisherwoman. It is hard to imagine that she was once camera shy, but now she is talkative and enjoys interacting with her customers. This transformation happened in just a few months.
People from all over the country and even from abroad come to our village asking me to help them dress up like real Xunpu ladies.
During the peak holiday season, Huang Fen's makeup studio receives around 200 tourists per day. The wall of headgear is often emptied as demand is high. Taking advantage of the opportunities provided by Zanhuawei, more and more young people are returning home to develop their businesses.
I am quite satisfied with my income now. I can earn 1,000 to 2,000 yuan per day during holidays, averaging around 500 yuan. It is stable.
The number of dress-up studios in Xunpu village has increased from a few to over 200. Along a 100-meter road, one can find more than a dozen dress-up studios. Dressers and photographers from popular tourist cities like Dunhuang, Dali, and Xishuangbanna have recognized this new opportunity and set up workshops in Quanzhou.
I can see our investment has been over 100,000 yuan, considering clothing, makeup, and other expenses. We're here for business and always go wherever the crowd is.
Xunpu village continues to develop new and creative ways to enhance the costume party experience. Mixes of Xunpu hairstyles and cyberstar makeup, Xunpu one-day tour photography, and other innovative tourism activities have injected new vitality into this ancient fishing village.
And still to come here on Global Business. Advancing AI ethics, China pledges its commitment to participate in global initiatives aimed at fostering ethical standards and governance in artificial intelligence. Well, this pledge was made at the UNESCO-backed International Forum in Slovenia.
The world economy as we know it is about to change. Global business reports highlight emerging markets, developing countries, and dynamic sectors worldwide. We feature top analysts and newsmakers to provide perspectives on every facet of business. From an on-the-ground perspective, we provide you with balanced and objective assessments. Fast, sharp, and insightful. Global Business. Only on CGTN.
Welcome back, and this is Just In. Chinese Vice Premier He Lifeng met with a delegation of Treasury officials led by U.S. Undersecretary for International Affairs Jay Shanbao in Beijing on Tuesday. The delegation was here for the third U.S.-China Economic Working Group. He stressed on the importance of healthy bilateral ties between the two countries. The U.S.-China Economic Working Group is a communication mechanism set up late last year to boost economic and trade exchanges between the two countries. China has expressed its readiness to participate in the global efforts to promote the ethical governance of artificial intelligence for the benefit of humanity. Chinese Vice Minister of Education Wang Jiayi made those remarks at a UNESCO forum held on Monday. Representatives from 67 countries convened in the Slovenian city of Kranj to discuss inclusive approaches to AI governance, focusing on mitigating the potential downsides of next-generation technologies. Our reporter Alyosha Milenkovic has more.
With the development of artificial intelligence, more questions have been raised that ordinary people do not understand what it's all about. At this conference close to Ljubljana, experts from around the globe are trying to give answers about not just what AI is, but how to use it ethically. Under the UNESCO umbrella, a number of ministers and officials from many governments discussed what has been done regarding AI in their countries, but all agree that AI will play a key role in the coming years.
We're all aware that artificial intelligence can improve our lives. On the other hand, it brings about many dangers for us. It is important to talk about it and to honestly outline what those dangers are.
All participants agreed that protecting people's privacy, finding the best use for AI in education, and making sure that it is not used for malicious purposes are imperative. But the big question remains, will humanity be able to act fast enough to prevent the possible damage that could be caused by artificial intelligence? Alyosha Milenkovic, CGTN, Brdo pri Kranju in Slovenia.
Well, that indeed is a big question mark there, and now let's get some discussions on that. We're joined by Patrick Glarner, a professor of artificial intelligence at Deggendorf Institute of Technology in Germany. Professor Glarner, great to have you on the show with us. So my first question is, what do you think are the present challenges and opportunities in regulating the global AI industry, and how do you anticipate the evolving roles of governments and international organizations in addressing those issues?
Well, AI is all over the place, so everyone sort of wants to get involved, I think. And I think it's very important when you try to regulate something that you understand what it is. Eventually, AI is just mathematics. So if we say we regulate AI, we regulate mathematics. I think we concretely need to look at applications, at use cases. And in large use cases, obviously, AI is part of it. But if you have an autonomous car or an airplane, AI is just a tiny piece of it. And I think we should not forget the big picture, but actually, not focus too much on regulating AI, but regulate the use case where AI is maybe a tiny part of it. So, and we should put opportunities first. I think the opportunities are enormous in AI. There are some risks, some concerns, but they rather concern the use case and not the actual AI. And I think international organizations and professional bodies, they can play a very large role bringing together that expertise and policy.
And that said, Professor, can you help to summarize the current worldwide progress of AI development?
Well, I live in Europe, and for the last 3 years, the European Union has been very busy working on the AI Act, which is a lot of constraints for AI. But to me, regulation means more than constraints. When I look at China, I see, well, some constraints, but also largely opportunities. And I think AI can help us to address so many challenges in China, like an aging population, demographic change, shortage of talent, scaling healthcare. And I think AI plays a huge opportunity there. That's why I see China is investing a lot in taking advantage of AI. Obviously, the US has been a very strong player in AI traditionally, which has been at the forefront of R&D and applications, but this is shifting now more and more towards China.
And also, which institutions or consortium do you think that are playing pivotal roles in establishing global AI standards, and how do they impact this trajectory and the speed of innovation in this industry?
Well, you just mentioned this global forum. I think it's a great opportunity for the UN and other UN organizations like UNESCO to get involved in this and bring together society and technology. There are many other organizations like the OSCE, which is the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe. They're taking an active role, but I also see standardization bodies like ISO as a very important player. So they don't come up necessarily with laws and rules, but best practices and standards that developers need to follow. And there are professional bodies like IEEE, and I think they also play a very important role because they have domain expertise plus the link to policy.
And also, in your view, Professor, which countries or regions do you think are at the forefront of AI research and development, and what kind of factors are behind this geographical distribution?
Well, Europe is very strong in fundamental research and classic sciences, but in Europe we are struggling with commercialization and technology transfer. There are a number of reasons for this, like the lack of venture capital, but also risks and over-regulation. The United Kingdom is actually doing very well. They are benefiting from Brexit because now they are off from all this over-regulation and they can actually focus on innovation. And I'm always very impressed when I travel to China. So I spend about 2 months per year in China. And when I was there just a month ago, I visited also the Huawei headquarters in Shenzhen and went to the Dongguan campus. And I'm just very impressed with all the AI R&D that is going on there, as well as the tech transfer into society.
Great stuff. Thank you very much for your insights. That was Mr. Patrick Glauner, Professor of Artificial Intelligence at Deggendorf Institute of Technology in Germany, joining us. Let's move on to some other business news from around the world. Britain has announced plans to invest approximately $125 million in AI research and regulation. Nearly 90% will be allocated to establish 9 new research hubs, with the remains dedicated to supporting risk management and seizing opportunities. Shares of U.S. tech company Palantir Technologies surged by 18.7% in pre-market trading on Tuesday, driven by increasing demand for AI. The company's commercial segment revenue rose to $284 million in the reported season, marking a 32% year-over-year growth, and it contributed to a total revenue of $608 million. And the Reserve Bank of Australia has maintained its cash rate low at 4.35%, with the interest rate on exchange settlement remaining at 4.25%. In addition, inflation remains at 4.1%, with lower than expected goods price inflation attributing to resolved global supply chain issues. And that's it for this edition of Global Business. Thanks for being with us. I'm Lily Lu in Beijing. Till next time, bye for now.